Hey guys, Knucklehead here. Going to be doing something a little bit different, sort of like a hardware review of sorts instead of the moto vlog, although it is definitely moto vlog related. Got my backdrop set up here with some lights, but basically it's on the topic of using GoPros and external battery packs. As some of you probably know, when you're running a GoPro at say 1080p at 60 frames a second, a normal battery that goes internal to the GoPro only lasts about 45 or 50 minutes. So one solution is that people have done over the time, and you know, I'm not inventing any wheels here, is to go with external battery packs. These are actually a fairly large battery pack. This one's from Bree. It's called the Bree Power Bank. I'll include the links to where I got it from and the cost, but this is about $30 on Amazon. The nice thing I like about this one, for 20,800 milliamp hours, you can find bigger ones and you could probably find cheaper ones, but the nice thing I like about this one is it has the USB ports on the end. And what this allows me to do is you can slide this inside your jacket of your motorcycle gear and then run a USB port or USB cable from the inside of your jacket out through your neckline and then into the back of your GoPro. If you're like me and many others, you've actually modified a housing to where you can just simply plug this in using a standard cable. And then you have a relatively watertight seal. There's also smaller ones, like this solar charger one, which is a lot smaller in capacity. Instead of 20,800 milliamp hours, this one's only 12,000 milliamp hours. But it does have the added benefit of having a solar panel built onto the unit. This one is cute. While the USB ports are not on the back end, and you sort of have to be careful how you put it in there, because obviously you can tell when you put this on the side and you try to slide it in your pocket, unless you have a 90-degree USB cable, which you can get fairly inexpensively, when you slide it in your jacket, it's going to be a little bit hard. But the upside is you can just let this sit out and you'll have a fully charged battery that will last a long time. Again, these things are not really anything new. Again, this one's about 30 bucks. This one I've gotten off of eBay for, I believe it was like $12 or $14. They're really inexpensive. And what they allow you to do is to go from, again, at 1080p 60 frames a second super view at about 45 minutes. The 12,000 milliamp hour charger or power bank will last upwards of about 6.5 to 7 hours in combination. So I literally just sat the GoPro up and plugged it in and just hit record. I had to obviously dump my 64 gig memory card twice, but it gave me about 7 hours of recording time. The much larger power bank, this one took me a while to do the comprehensive test, but I wanted to make sure you guys got real numbers. This one recorded over 19.5 hours of video. So instead of having to hump a bunch of batteries back and forth with my case, which I have 3 for my GoPro, just using a simple power bank with a USB cable, plugging it into your side port of your GoPro, you can effectively then slide, have the GoPro on your motorcycle helmet, slide this into the pocket of your motorcycle jacket, and away you go for all day recording, or about 4.5 hours with a 64 gig memory card. Now if you bring just another memory card, you can conceivably go literally all day on one battery pack and this simple method of doing things. So for those of you who haven't really thought about it, this is a really great way if you're doing long distance rides and you want to record things. Back at the beginning of the year, 4 of us went out, met up, and we did a all-day run that once we finally met up, we were about 7 hours of actual motorcycle riding, and we recorded the whole thing going that way with 4 GoPros and 4 Sena headsets. But in case you haven't figured it out, you don't really have to break the bank. Again, this is like 15 bucks tops, and this is like 30 bucks. Both of them will come with a cable, and that's about it. So if you haven't thought about it, here's something to think about. Knucklehead out.